This is probably one of the last videos where I talk at the beginning. I got a comment on my last video trying to be constructive and help me with my content. And after reading it, I'm definitely going to take some notes. I've thanked the person who sent that comment, by the way. Thank you very much. I'm definitely going to use some of those points. But basically, this is kind of the last time where I'll talk at the beginning, because it kind of means that I go straight into the point of the video and people might actually watch my video for longer instead of just instantly clicking off because there's an irrelevant teenager talking on their screen. So, yeah, probably one of the last points where I talk at the beginning. I know that a lot of people didn't really agree with my opinion on the last video, which is fair enough. A lot of people were saying my argument wasn't the best, and to be completely honest, I do agree with them. But then again, if you'd actually had read the description of the video, you kind of would have realised that I said it's more of a comedic argument. I get that you weren't really happy with what I was saying. That's fair enough. You're allowed to have any opinion. I don't really mind. I was just kind of saying mine while trying to just be funny, I guess. And after listening to a bunch of suggestions that a few angry people left in the comments because they were trying to educate me on music, I guess, in the nicest way possible, that type of music's just not for me. I don't really enjoy it. And while I agree that the type of way you listen to it's fine, what I'm trying to say is, I didn't really enjoy it, but I get why you guys enjoy it. That's completely fine. But I think I'll just stick to like 70s and 80s music, and then mostly video game music, just for me anyway. And to all those people that were being negatively constructive, thank you. I get that people were trying to like get me down, and you guys, while you didn't agree with my opinion, you were trying to help me in the best way possible. Thank you for that. To the people who are just being negative, look at yourself. You're trying to roast a 14-year-old on the internet. Is this really what your life's come down to? It's fine to have your own opinion, but if you don't agree with the video and you're not really going to say anything nice, just leave. Do something else. Generally, I don't understand how hard that is. And then to the people who enjoyed the video and were being positive, thank you. It's really nice to see that a bunch of people were sharing my opinion. And, well, I hope you enjoy my content in the future. Anyway, that's all I have to say. So, on to the video.
'Cause that's the way I like to live my life.
Today, we're diving headfirst into the wacky world of internet challenges. Now, don't get me wrong, some challenges in the past have been okay, just raising awareness or promoting positivity. But then there are some that are just borderline stupid. So today, join me as we look at some of the most absurd challenges I've ever seen. Oh yeah, I also have a karma for doing dumb stuff counter. So basically whenever someone does something really stupid because of one of these challenges, it will probably pop up in one of those two corners over there. And then by the end you can kind of see only a portion of the stupidity that's happened over these challenges. So anyway, on we go. First up is the cinnamon challenge. Most people will remember this challenge, but for those who don't know what it is, basically people grabbed a spoonful of cinnamon and swallowed it for views. What these people fail to recognise, however, is that cinnamon is incredibly dry, and this caused choking hazards, coughing fits, and health risks. Not good. I mean, look, it made this person look like Thanos had turned her baby to dust. And there was also a 13-year-old that got in a coma because of it, so, yeah, just don't do it. Next up is the ice bucket challenge. Basically, people poured ice cold water with ice cubes in it over your head for, well, views.
I'm beginning to see a pattern here.
Lots of people got injured doing this, and unfortunately 2 people died as well. So that's 2 for the counter. The only good thing that really came from this challenge is that they raised a lot of money for a charity, the ALS. Will probably end up like this guy. Now, I don't know what people were thinking about this, but the fire challenge just took stupidity to a whole new level. Basically, people were just setting themselves on fire for views.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
I mean, if people didn't realise that they were going to end up like this, then I don't know what they were thinking. And the only reports I could find about injuries/death is that there was one person who had very severe burns and was sent to hospital for about 4 months, and then there was also a young teenager that sadly passed away doing this. So that's another 2 for the counter. But overall, just don't do something like that. Don't set yourself on fire for any reason whatsoever. People with common sense should just be able to realise this, and yet this generation was so stupid that we somehow didn't realise that setting ourselves on fire was a bad thing. Ah yes, the Tide Pod Challenge, where people thought it was a good idea to eat laundry detergent capsules for views. Just a quick heads up, that's not a good idea! Consuming laundry detergent is one of the most dangerous things you can do, and it can lead to several health risks. Companies literally made adverts for parents telling them to keep their babies away from that stuff, otherwise they could choke or die on it. And yet you dumb f***s decided it was a good idea to eat them on social media for views and attention.
Why?
And last I checked, a bunch of people on social media are over the physical age of 2. Probably not mentally though. According to research, I found out that 10 people died doing this. But 60! Just how? How many times do people need to tell you to just don't do dumb shit for attention and views? It's not gonna get you anywhere, and you're literally almost risking your life for something that doesn't even fully matter. Next up is the Bird Box Challenge. Basically, people would blindfold themselves and do various tasks. Now you'd think that these tasks would be very safe and easy to do. But nope! These dumb f***s decided it was a good idea to drive cars blindfolded, walk across streets blindfolded, and then there was some point where people were driving bikes across a busy road blindfolded. Nobody died doing this challenge, but this is one of the most dangerous challenges on the internet, and yet somehow nobody died. There are so many injuries though, people lost track. I'm just gonna add 10 to the counter and hope that's enough. But at the same time, don't do dumb shit on the internet like this. You're going to kill yourself. You can just tell by its name that something's gonna go wrong here. Basically, 2 people would trick a third person into jumping only to kick their legs out from underneath them.
Are you dumb? Pardon me? Are you dumb?
This is very bad in many ways. First off, the third person would either get incredibly injured, and there are some cases where people died doing this, but also, who in their right mind thought that this was a good idea to do for views? Also, 2 kids in Brazil died doing this challenge, so that's +2 to the counter. Overall, just don't do something where you're intentionally going to try and either hurt someone, even if it's accidentally or on purpose. That's just dumb. And there you have it. Some of the dumbest internet challenges I've ever seen. While the internet is a fun place with its creativity and connectivity, that doesn't mean you should risk your life doing these challenges. Safety is always what should come first, instead of doing simple things to gain people's attention online. I'm doing it in a way where I'm not risking my life. I'm just talking about stuff and trying to make you laugh. Meanwhile, these guys are risking their lives trying to get views on either Vine or TikTok, whichever one they came from. Overall, don't do dumb stuff that could possibly get you killed for attention. Oh yeah, and the final score on the counter is... That's probably not even the correct amount of people that were injured over the entirety of all the challenges. So, I just don't know. Anyways, thank you for watching. Kind of wanted to get something out after my last video kind of got a little bit heated. But at the same time, thank you to the people who were just either trying to do constructive criticism or just enjoyed my video either way. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. And, yep, thanks for watching. See you in the future.